YouTube faithful, what's going on? It's Motivation Monday. Imagine that. Motivation Monday. And Captain Crush is here to motivate you because my oh my, what a weekend it was. Not one, not two, not three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Look, Ma, 2 hands. $11,000 weekend right out of the gate, buddy. Right out of the gate. Smash that like button like Mama taught you right. If you want to pay kudos to the 11K weekend. You're absolutely right. Right here. First off the rip, my boy Wanna. I picked winners and I picked Wanna. I said, Wanna, give me the 2-piece that's hitting today. I'm nuking it full blast. He came through in the clutch. A little crispy 4,800. But not to be outdone, I put my own 3-man hitters on a 1,200 lineup. Bang! A little 4,900 crispy. And then the coup de grace for Saturday. A 5-man hitter slip. None of them are on anyone's radar. No popular play tab. No last 5 kings. No hot bat. None of that crap. Just crushed bats and the brain. And we went 5 of 5. And in addition, 1 of 1, which makes it 6 of 6, comment guy. It's right here. And yes, I posted them. Here's the list. A little bit of a sweepty. Ward, Holiday, Tatties, Lang, Peanut, bang. Cash it all. And that was Saturday, comment guy. But I wasn't done because here comes Sunday. Glass now and woo! Shoulda nuked it, but I didn't. Cash for $290. Glass now, Otani and woo. Cash for $419. Glass now and woo on PrizePicks, a little $75. Otani and woo, a little $120. And then the coup de grace for Sunday, a little $877 with Wheeler, Cease, and woo. Everybody got in on the action, buddy. Everybody was getting in on the action because it was just one of those weekends you live for, man. One of those weekends you live for. Now, not every weekend's gonna be like that, buddy, which is why when they do happen and they hit, you better be on that train because it's a freight train and it's gonna run you over if you're not locked in. You're not gonna get spoon-fed every day, but sometimes you will. You're not gonna get the right sweeps every day, but sometimes you will. Comment guy, but what you will get if you lock into the tubes, you lock into the live stream, use the data models, you trust the process, you're gonna have a winning day more often than not, okay? And if you follow the principles, anchors, and darts, all it takes is 1, 2, or 3 days a month and you're gonna be seeing green. I had 11K in one weekend and guess what? I'm on cruise control the rest of the month. It's that simple. I'm literally on cruise control coming into NFL season. It's cruise control. I mean, what else do I need to do? So hopefully we could pull a rabbit out of the hat today because we're gonna need to after that weekend. Just like MLB players and athletes, Captain Crush is gonna hit regression every now and again, man. It's the art of gambling and doing what we do. We're gonna hit regression walls every now and again. And I'm telling you right now, comment guy, if Friday was a banger, if Saturday was a banger, and Sunday was a banger, the odds of Monday being a banger are very slim to none. But we will try our best, so we automatically know we're not going to be betting as many units today, right? Right, so let's get started. Victory lap is over. All right, so we have an okay slate, kind of mid in my honest opinion, but we have a couple of things on here we could do. I mean, you know, we got Miles Mikolas, we got Chase Dollander, we got Christian Javier, we got Yoshi, but I'm kidding. We ain't talking about any of those guys today, buddy. We got Garrett Crochet. Woo! They bumped him from 7 to 7.5, even in a bad matchup. Oh my, comment guy. I'm only taking 6.5 for Crochet today. That's right, 6.5. I'm not asking him for 8Ks against the Astros. Why? Couple of reasons. One, he's due regression. 8, 10, 5, 9, 7. But here's the thing. He was able to rattle off 8 versus the Royals, who they don't strike out a lot. But look, versus the Cubs, he only got 5. I do believe that Garrett Crochet can get 7 today. But if you really want to be optimal, you're going to want to be looking at that 5.5 because he is due some serious regression, man. Let me tell you. So we're going to go over here to Crush Bats, and we are going to run the man, the myth, the legend, Garrett Crochet. As you can see here, they are harder to get strikeouts by a full point metric, and they do get more hits. The matchup ain't matchupping, okay? It's not a good matchup. Head to head, is there any data? Yes. 8, 16, 24, 9, and 8, but that's last season. We don't care. The line is set to 7.5. We are going to set this to 6.5, and you're not going to like what you see because I've already ran it. Only 52% of the time it's going over. Okay, 52% of the time. 63% of the time he's going over his hits allowed. 4.5. So take away the Vegas boost. It's still 50-50. I went with it in one, but I'm telling you, the key would be to go all the way down to 5.5 if you want to get your exposure to Garrett, 63%. Now, why am I even talking about Garrett? I'm not high on Garrett today at all. In fact, I only have him in one, I think, or two lineups. Can he get 8 or 9 strikeouts today? Absolutely. But in 10,000 simulations, he barely cracked 7. Okay, this rounds to 7. So knowing that, I'm going to pick better spots. But trust me, Garrett has the upside of 8, 9, 10. But a lot can go wrong for a pitcher when he steps on that mound before he gets to 7, 8, 9, 10, okay? You've seen it with Scooble. He sold on Friday. You've seen it with Strider. I mean, it happens every time with the studs. They just sometimes don't stud, and then you get sold. So, I tell you that because I know he's the biggest name on this slate, and I wanted to give you my analysis. I know people wanted it. So, 5.5 or 6.5 would be my choices. And then honestly, if you wanted to be a crazy SOB, you could take under 7.5. I don't want that sweat, but you could. Next, you got Eovaldi at 4.5. They got his true line at 6, and they took off the combo, did they? They took off the combo, huh? How about that? Captain Crush, I gave you guys the combo earlier today, Eovaldi and Nelson. I liked it. I think it's hitting. Now, do I want to go with Eovaldi at a flat 4.5 on his lonesome? I don't really think so, man. Not a good matchup. I like the combo. He's really not someone I want to take by himself, but I mean, if push comes to shove, I guess you could. Ryan Pepiot, 5Ks. This line makes no sense, right? 5Ks, 6'8", 6'8". Something's fishy here. The Athletics do tend to strike out every so often, but they do have a lot of bats that can absolutely blast. It seems when you take pitchers to get strikeouts versus the Athletics, pitchers that you think that would soar over like a Ryan Pepiot, they never do. So what I did there was I took the combo with Pepiot and Springs, and that is also gone. I don't know what PrizePicks is doing, but they eliminated all the value combos that they had, and that just tells me that it was the right read. Okay, let's see about pitching outs. Okay, this is the telltale 16.5. Everyone's going to be hammering the over, but the fact that it's at 16.5, it's either going to be sweat free or a free under, because there's no reason for this line to be at 16.5, 17, 24, 18, 18. So I'm letting you guys know that, but the fact that his strikeout line Goblin is 3.5 and this is 16.5, it tells me that some shenanigans are going to be coming through. You always want to look at the other player's line. So you want to look at his pitching outs, his hits allowed, his earned runs. That gives you an overall snapshot of what the books are thinking. That'll help you. If you're looking at strikeouts, you can kind of guesstimate, well, how long do the books think he's going to be going in for? And then go from there. So when I see this, it kind of worries me, man. I'm not going to lie, because 16.5, if he doesn't play 6 innings, he probably won't get 6 Ks. I mean, he could, but he probably won't, which is why I went with the combo, but it's gone. So we're going to have to adapt for this video. I should have got this video out a little bit earlier. I tried my best. I'm working on my NFL stuff, so it is what it is. Tomorrow's video will be bright and early. So Zebby Matthews at 5. They haven't bumped him. He's interesting today. A lot of people are going to be on his 5Ks for good reason. It's the Yankees, but what I think you can do is this. I think you could take his hits allowed over 4.5. I think that's a good one to take. And then I also like his strikeouts at 4.5 because I do think he's going to land right on 5. Obviously, I wouldn't stack these two together. It's not correlated correctly, but I would split your exposure is fine. So if we go look at Mr. Matthews, and if you're wondering like, well, what are we taking, Cap? What I'm doing right now is giving you an overview of the slate and talking about which pitchers are here, because a lot of the stuff I liked is already removed or bumped. So we're going to have to adapt for the YouTube faithful. If you're in the court, you wouldn't have that problem, buddy. So look at his line at 4.5. We're going to do our thing, run it 10,000 times, lands on 5.5, 61% chance he goes over 4.5 Ks today, okay? Hits allowed, 51% for Mr. Matthews. So that is why I did split exposure, because I know the Yanks can shell, and I know that they can also strike out. Hence the matchup up here. Strike out a little bit more than the league average, get a little bit more hits than the league average. So I think Zebby, these two would be fine. It just depends on pick your poison. Do you want gobbies or do you want the full payout? It's up to you. You looking for 2.5x? You looking for 3x? It's up to you, comment guy. Now let's go over here to Parlay Play and see what they got for the bonuses. Oh, they got Judge at half a run. Bebe oh my, it might be a hitter slate. I know it's this guy. Ooh, they got Garrett at 6.5 boosted. Here we go. We're going to max enter that. We got to take advantage of that boost. You're going to give me Garrett at 6.5 at 1.5x. Captain Crush is going to take it. Now listen, this might be a disguised hitter slate masquerading around as a pitcher slate because we got names like Webb, we got names like Garrett, we got names like Eovaldi, we got the man, the myth, the legend, Yoshi. I mean, it seems like a pitcher slate, right? Maybe, but maybe not, comment guy. But I think this might be the two that we're going to have to land on. This might be the hill that we go broke on, so to speak. All right, we got Yoshi at 6.5 and we got Garrett at 6.5. I think these are the two best strikeout pitchers on the lineup. Considering Yoshi's matchup, I think there's better pitchers than him, but considering the matchup, the Angels, which by the way, what have we learned about the Angels? They tend to shell great pitchers. Look at, they just shelled Scooby. I mean, I'm telling you, comment guy, they just tend to shell good pitchers. I don't know what it is, but they just do. But it's kind of weird, man. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Now, we talked about Zebby, and then for Nathan, I don't like the matchup on paper for Nathan, but I do think he's capable of 6Ks. I just don't know if I want to put him in here for 5X. All four of these are good plays in their own right, but if you put them together, only getting 5X, it's not really enough for me. So I don't think I'm going to make that lineup because I don't like to take 4 players for 5X, to which they're pretty much ceiling lines. Nathan Eovaldi to get 6, Zebby to get 5. I mean, that's a ceiling. Same thing with these two. 7 and 7. It's crazy. I'll take these two for a 2.5x, sure. But I want to tell you something about Yoshi too, man. His hits allowed are also in play because those Angels bats, just like with Scooble, they'll show up randomly against good pitchers. So I'm going to make 2 lineups, one with the hits allowed, one with the Ks. This one's going in first. It's 250 max. It's all I can take. It's in there. I did Yoshi and Garrett. We're going to go to Crush Bats and run Yoshi. Okay, right here. And you get access to this, remember, by signing up to my Dub Club, which gives you access to the Discord, which will give you access to my data models and these apps, these web apps. They work on your phone. They work on your desktop. We're in the mix. So we got Yoshi's lines here. We could see the matchup obviously is good. He's facing the Angels. We automatically know they do strike out a lot more. Look at his last 10, 6, 9, 8, 7, 0, 8. He is coming off of a game where he only got 6 Ks, which is not a lot for him. So we're going to want to target and hopefully get his upside today. And you can see to go over 6.5, he's 60%. 60% means 40% of the time we're going to be eating chalk. That's what it means, baby. We're going to be eating chalk 40% of the time. But like I said, you could hedge it with the hits allowed over, but Crush Bats doesn't like that. It says he's only going over the hits allowed 33% of the time, which would tell you to take less. But I'm telling you, if you run the narrative, sometimes the models can't quantify everything, especially a simulation model. There's unquantifiable narratives and trends that you need to be looking for. And a seasoned veteran like myself, I know what to look for. But I'm telling you, the hits allowed, even though the data model doesn't like it, is in play because I know that the Angels overproduce when they're playing solid pitchers. For whatever reason, they do. So there's that to consider. But either way you slice it, comment guy, Yoshi goes over 6.5, 60%. Garrett's like 54%. I locked it in. Again, I don't love this slate. Again, I'm on cruise control. Here's Captain Crush sitting in the back right here in the Ford Pinto. Bang, we got cruise control on. We're not moving too much because NFL's right around the corner. No need to nuke. I made my big weekend. I made my splash. I'm booked up. But here you go. Don't tail, comment guy. I'm begging you not to. Don't tail me. I don't want your dark cloudiness on my lineup. But if you do tail, best be sure to use code CRUSH so you can backdoor your way into my Discord. I give you 30 days free. Or if you've already exhausted that option, you go to CaptainCrush.net. You scroll down to the join now. Click this little guy right here. You could get in. You still get in for 25. I'm raising the price to 35, 100% guaranteed. I was going to do it when the hitter side launched, but I decided to do it with the launch of NFL. That makes the most sense. If you do sign up for 25, you're grandfathered in for life until you unsub. Then obviously the new rate would take into account, but you can still get in for 25. I have a 3-month package, 6-month, 1 year. This gets you Crushed Bats hitters, pitchers. I will show you Crushed Bats hitters momentarily. It's an absolutely surgical tool. Ask the people in the comment section. Take your grubby pause. Ask me, is Crush Bats worth it? The hitter's side? Ask in the comments. I don't care. Ask a random person that's in the court and get his opinion. I'm telling you, when it comes to fantasy sports, I put in 120 hours a week in doing content and teaching my community on what is what. I really don't care if a player goes over or under for that particular day. As long as the process was sound and I go back every night and look at the plays I gave out, whether they go over or under, and I see, did I miss something? Was it just variance? Was it unlucky? And then I will tell the chat, hey, I missed this. We should have been looking at this. Or I'll be like, hey, it was just variance. You're not going to win every single day, but the process will stand the test of time, which is why I've been doing this particular thing on YouTube for 3 years, off YouTube for almost 12 to 15 years, and I am an expert at teaching you how to win. Okay, period. I teach you how to win, and you can apply the principles to every sport. Now, this is Crushed Bats Hitters. I have it in dark mode right now. Okay, you can pick any of these teams you want and find all of the hitters instantly, go through and get a projection of what to expect. And it's pretty accurate. Now, obviously, it's not going to be right every day, all the time, because it's still gambling. They still have to go out and perform. This is just analytic model projection, but it's pretty accurate over the course of an infinite timeline. Okay, so let's take a look at the Poverty Cardinals that are facing Chase Dollander, who's coming back into the mix. You can see there's a light tailwind, which gives a slight carry boost. And you can pick from any of the hitters. Now, not all of these hitters are going to be in the active lineup. This is all who's available. But there's only going to be 9 that are actually active. So make sure you look and see before, so you don't waste time running a hitter that might not even be in the lineup tonight. But look, you can see Donovan, Burleson, Herrera, Wynn, Newt Bar, any of these guys. You have all their hit metrics: hard hit, slug, WOBA, barrel, and their batting averages. So you could pick, let's say we're looking at Alec, just click his name, go down to predict his performance, and then you'll get an in-depth analysis of what to expect. Now, it's not that great for him. Lefty on righty, though, Dollander, 4.5 ERA, 1.35 whip. The matchup adjustment is factored in. It's neutral on the park factors. And then you have all of his analytics again there for you, and then you have the projection itself. 1.15 hits, but only 82%. You will find guys that are at 1.15 hits with 95% confidence. 0.6 runs, 0.6 RBI, 0.57 RBIs, 80%, 13% chance of a home run, and 33% chance of 1.2 strikeouts. So it gives the projection and then gives how confident it is. Now, I'm not interested in Alec Burleson today. I'm just showing this as an example. Now, let's just say you wanted to go look at Aaron Judge. Well, here we are. You can see there's a tailwind carry boost. We'll click Judge, and then we'll look. 1.3 hits, 95% confidence, so we automatically know over half a hit is for sure in the mix. 0.6 runs, 0.6 RBIs, not very confident. 12% chance at a home run today. 1 strikeout, 33% chance. That is Judge. You can see righty on righty. So there's that. And you can go through which each of these, and on the live stream, I do go through these, but you have access to it immediately if you do sign up in the Dub Club, guys. So you can use it and you can click around till your heart's content. I haven't even had a chance to look at all the hitters yet today. I will wait till the live stream when I do them. We have our draft coming up tonight. I've been working on my NFL app and I got my pitchers in. So I show you all that to let you know, lock the heck in, man. Okay, you could have been a part of that amazing weekend, comment guy. And don't, Cap, well, can you do it again today? I don't know, dude. I never know when we're going to have Nagasaki days. It just happens. All I can tell you is, again, trust the process. So we got Zebby here. His hits allowed are 4.5 Ks. We locked in Garrett and Yoshi, 6.5, 6.5, code crush, but don't you dare tail. And let's see what else we got. We got a hits allowed. I was going to make a hits allowed lineup, but I really don't know, man. There is one WNBA game on the slate today, right? There's one. I had a decent weekend in WNBA, let me tell you. But you know what? I'm not messing with WNBA today. I'm just not. All right, so what else do they have for the promos? Let's see what we got. They got Judge over half a run, and I showed you the projection for Judge. He's going to need a home run. Logan Webb, scary. I don't know why his line is so low today. I really don't. Padres, aside from that, I don't really care. It's ridiculously low. You know, sometimes it's just the obvious lineup that is the winner. And today, I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm just going to do the obvious lineup, which would honestly, look at this. This pays 2x. Nathan and Zebby. Add in Pepiot. And then it's like, whatever's going to happen is going to happen. Okay. Like, I think this combo could be good too. Soriano and Yamato Cap, that's not how you say his name. What's wrong with you? No kidding, comment guy. Can we trust the Dodgers bats to go off again? Could we take Yoshi's fantasy score and hope he gets some run support? I mean, that could be in the mix too for a full payout. But the problem is, it's just, man, it's so high. There's so many things that could go wrong. I would probably just feel better off asking him to get 6Ks. But look, this only pays 4.5x. That's nothing. I think Will Warren should be able to get 6Ks today. Do I want to bet on it? No, I would take him at 3.5 if I was going to take anything. 3.5 for Will Warren. That would give us an extra X, but I don't really want to deal with that. Yoshi, Ryan, Eovaldi, Zebby. I mean, we could take Garrett. We already nuked him though at 6.5 though. I mean, maybe we take under here. That would be a cinema twist. Wouldn't it, comment guy? That pays 5X. You have to power 5 plays to get 5X. I mean, I would rather shoehorn in Garrett than Yoshi. I just have a bad feeling about Yoshi. But again, I just nuked him. I have him earlier. I don't know, man. This is either going to be sweat free or a total blunder. And one thing I will say, Ohtani has been absolutely decimated. He's just locked in. So if you want to take Ohtani 1.5 bases, I'm not talking you off this. I actually think he's going to get 2 bases today. I've been riding that train, comment guys. So let's go look at him real quick. You can see there's a light tailwind, no impact though. Oh, Yarny Auto Parts. Look at this. 1.46 hits with 95% confidence, 0.9 runs, 0.86 RBIs, 15% chance to go yard, 1 point strikeout, 33%, lefty on righty. I'm taking a shot, man. The only thing is, I honestly think Soriano's going to have a good game today too, but I'm taking Ohtani. He cashed me yesterday. He cashed me the day before. He's the most popular play in America, which is my only reservation on the whole deal, but I'm going to go for it, man. I'm going for it. If you want to tail. Now I'm going to put 25 on this, power it up because I want my 9X. I don't recommend you power it unless you have a massive bankroll. And then I'm going to do this number right here. Buy Yoshi. And this 4 right here pays 6.5X. Hold the phone. I mean, we got to make a 2-piece. You can go with Zebby. You can go with Pepe. Nathan's the best one. 2.5X. We'll run this. I don't love Nathan today at all, man. He better not sell. So there's that, guys. As for the hitters, they'll be discussed on live stream today. Again, that's at 5:30. Again, you get in by CaptainCrush.net. I don't know how long this video is, but I hope I gave you some insights. I tried. I'm not really 100% full throttle on this slate today because, like I said, I'm on cruise control, man. I'm going to try to find some hitters on the live stream. It's going to be quick. And then I got my Discord League NFL fantasy draft to prepare for. Here's a big old salute. Good luck in all your contests, comment guy. And as always, my brothers and sisters in Christ, let's crush.